Thank you, Steve. So before I venture into the kind of direction of travel and vision for the future, I'd just like to take a moment on another significant point for the charity. In 2018, when we launched our new strategic plan, Fueling the Future, this actually marked a kind of new era for Ben as we were experiencing more industry people turning to us with challenging health and wellbeing needs. We embarked upon a journey of transformation with our services and support to address that growing need at the time. We're still on this journey, and our board of trustees made a firm commitment to the industry in late 2023. This was a decision to transfer and divest our care services and retirement villages to suitable alternative operators so that Ben could become a single-focused health and wellbeing charity dedicated to serving the automotive industry. The decision to not only enable Ben to realise funds gives the greatest opportunity that we have to grow our charitable impact even further, but also to lay a plan for the future, to future-proof the charity so that we can continue to be here and support people for another 120 years and beyond. However, the industry may look or change during that time so that we can respond and further evolve alongside it. And never has looking after health and wellbeing been so important. In the complex world that we live in, looking after our health and wellbeing is a life skill. We all have physical health, we all have mental health, and for everyone that varies day by day and invariably affects each other. Without good health, life can become really challenging, even more so if you don't have the right support. Managing our well-being is one of the most powerful things that we can do to look after our physical and our mental health, placing us in the driving seat to be more resilient and cope with what life throws at us when health concerns arise or issues arise in life. We literally have one life, one opportunity to live a life that has meaning, purpose, and to live that life well. Yet life is so full of inequality. Not everyone has the same opportunities, and not everyone knows how to look after themselves or to make the very best of their lives. And that makes me really sad. But our industry is fortunate to have a charity that is there to support its people. We know that our industry people do and will continue to be blindsided by unexpected and unimaginable life events. And for the many industry people and families affected that we do support, this honestly never fails to break my heart. And we will do our utmost to continue to be here for those that are struggling or in crisis, to hold the hands of our automotive family, helping them through life's toughest challenges and ensure that they don't face these troubled times alone. Yet not enough people know that Ben is here for them. It's our belief that our automotive family are dying early through poor physical and mental health or not living their lives well, let alone living their best life. This was a late addition to this keynote, so whilst this isn't uncommon, a few days ago a letter arrived in my inbox and it was so poignant to what I wanted to talk about today, I really wanted to share. Not least because one of the individuals is also mentioned is in the room today. Dear Rachel, I'm compelled to write to you. I want to send my heartfelt thanks to you, your organisation, and to Nishi and Becky. In the first instance, my life coach Nishi gave me the support required so I could identify my personal values and gave me the courage to face up to the issues that I was experiencing. Nishi gave me valuable coaching on my communication skills, which I am using now in earnest in all aspects of my life. Whilst finding things very difficult emotionally, Ben is there for me once again, this time with my counsellor, Becky. Becky has been able to support me, prop me up during times of self-doubt. She's worked on my confidence and my mindset. These two ladies are very professional and skilled. I have been so lucky to have their extensive support and the support of Charity Ben. Nishi and Becky have added to my life skills, and at 56 years old, I have changed my understanding of what is important in life, and I know how I'm going to live it. Thank you, Ben. I think you're amazing. Becky's one of our external associates and isn't here today, but to Nishi, and actually to all of our Ben colleagues that are here today, you are all amazing, and this is the impact that you have every single day, so a huge thank you to you all. When we refer to the growing health and wellbeing needs of industry people, here are some of our key insights about what is happening within automotive. So in our latest annual health and wellbeing survey, 99% of respondents reported that they had experienced an issue with their health and wellbeing in the past 12 months. Whilst 1 in 6 of the UK's population are said to suffer with poor mental health, the situation continues to look worse for automotive, where 1 in 3 workers reported had struggled with low mood, depression, stress, worry, anxiety, or poor sleep. Yet less than 1 in 4 reached out for help or support. Our insights also suggest that we could be losing as many as 2 of our automotive family to suicide every week. And our view is that 1 life lost to suicide is 1 too many. So whilst this fills me with sincere sadness, it also makes me feel deeply motivated that there is so much more we can do by being here to empower our automotive family to live their very best lives. And I think everyone deserves that. So our vision for the future we wish to see is an automotive family that thinks well, feels well, lives well, and in turn can work well. And that can only be a good thing for the industry. But we can't, and nor should we, be doing it alone. So what is our bold ambition? That the entire industry looks after the health and well-being of its people, and we do it together. Literally making health and well-being everybody's business. And the numbers stack up too. The latest Institute for Public Policy report cites the UK economy is losing 100 billion to poor workplace health. CBI's most recent report supports this view, suggesting poor mental health is costing UK businesses as much as £56 billion. The same report notes that for every £1 spent on mental health intervention, an employer can expect to achieve a £5 return through enhanced performance, reduced absence, and reduced turnover. Deloitte's annual research proposes that the returns are even greater in the preventative and early intervention space. So house screening, for example, for every £1, the return being as high as £6. And training to offer education and awareness, giving the highest return of over £7. So what can the industry take from this? Well, that there is a strong and growing case for investment with tangible business benefits, and there's increasing evidence that demonstrates the importance of workplace health and well-being being at the front and centre of organisation strategy, not a superficial investment. This is about doing and delivering the brilliant basics in leading and managing people as a key foundation, having clear policies and procedures, offering fair and decent work with clear communication and expectations, ensuring that EDI is high on the agenda, working to foster a positive culture and embedding this into an organisation, providing the right support when things go wrong, and offering readily accessible preventative support and early intervention to help improve the people's life skills in managing their health and well-being. And the scale of impact and return on investment could be significant. Ultimately, supporting health and well-being isn't a nice to have, it's a productivity tool, a retention strategy, a competitive advantage. And if measured effectively, it can be a powerful lever for business growth. In a pressured industry which is highly focused on profit and sustainability, health and well-being is everybody's business. The launch of the government's new industrial strategy a few weeks ago is welcome news and answers the calls for a longer-term commitment to automotive. Action cited within the strategy shows positive signs for the industry, of which the people who work in it continue to be its lifeblood. So looking after them will be vital to the industry's success. What does this mean for Ben? Well, it means that we're on a mission to serve our automotive family, a mission to continue to provide health and wellbeing support for life for industry people and their families, to work with industry employers and stakeholders to build a resilient and motivated workforce, and to champion and influence positive cultural changes for the industry and its people. One of our strategic goals was to transfer Ben's Care and Retirement Villages services to alternative operators to become a single-focused health and wellbeing charity for the automotive industry. This does mean that we ourselves are undertaking huge change and transformation, but with the divestment programme now nearly complete, we're embarking upon a development of a new roadmap to 2030, and we've identified 3 key strategic goals that underpin our mission. 1, to increase awareness from what we believe is currently around 1 in 6 to 1 in 3 of those working in the industry, to raise twice as much through fundraising activity, to triple our charitable impact in the delivery of life-changing and often life-saving support. Awareness is a significant challenge for Ben. The industry is vast, so reaching our industry family just isn't easy. We must enhance our visibility via a multi-channel approach through outreach and business development, through online and digital engagement, as well as targeted health and well-being campaigns and communications. This will require us to work in collaboration with employers and automotive stakeholders to reach a wider audience, which will be imperative for us to achieve both our future fundraising and impact goals. So it's fair to say that today marks the start of a new chapter for Ben, which means I'm also delighted to introduce you to our new senior leadership team. So with our Board of Trustees' direction and my own stewardship, their job will be to develop robust plans in how we will deliver our strategic goals, but also create opportunities for the industry and its people to be able to play their part too, to take collective responsibility for looking after our own together, enabling our automotive family to live their best lives. So here we go. Firstly, let me introduce you to Martin Smith. Do you want to stand up for me, Martin? Where are you there? So Martin is our new Director of Finance, Governance and Impact. Martin is new to Ben, and Martin is also new to automotive. Next up, we've got Matt Wigington, who many of you will already know, with a new job title, Growth and Development Director. Matt is responsible for our fundraising and business development. And now we have Ellen Plumer. Similarly, many of you will know Ellen. Ellen is our Head of Awareness and Experience, a newly created role looking after our marketing, communications and outreach activities. And finally, we have our Head of HR, Sarah Diageo. Where are you, Sarah? Obviously, experienced HR professional, but Sarah is also new to Ben and very new to automotive. And last but by no means least, and some of you will have had some contact with Sarah Vance. So Sarah Vance is my PA and Ben's Assistant Company Secretary. She supports both myself and also the sort of wider senior leadership team. So you'll have the opportunity to get to know the team and understand a little bit more about the future direction, their thoughts and ideas, with a more intimate fireside chat after taking a refreshment break. But before we do, as I round up this session, this event not only marks a significant milestone for Ben, but it comes at a time of the year that we also envisage the ongoing delivery of an annual inclusive summer event with the industry, let's say like a Ben Fest, so that we can bring together Ben colleagues and people from the industry together to share enjoyable time as one automotive family. So I really do hope that we see you again next year. Finally, both personally and on behalf of Ben, along with our Board of Trustees, a massive thank you to you all again for being here and in whichever way you have supported Ben's journey so far. There is so much to be proud of, all of us in this room, and a future I hope that you're feeling inspired to also be a part of.